Hey, in today's lesson, I want to show you what I learned from Michael Jackson's bass player, the great Louis Johnson. See you inside the video. Hey, it's James here from eBassGuitar, and I've got something super exciting to share. For the very first time on the YouTube channel here, you're going to see me using this incredible Sadowski Metro Express RSD jazz bass. It's absolutely fantastic. And at the time of making this video, we have an eBassGuitar giveaway in the works where you could win this bass. I'm going to be explaining how it works on the eBassGuitar YouTube channel over the next few weeks. But in the meantime, make sure you click the link, which is in the description below, so you can get your name down and you don't miss out on the competition. And of course, you could potentially be the proud owner or new owner of this fantastic Roger Sadowski bass. So earlier this week in the Bass Lab Plus, my private members training program over at eBassGuitar, we had a fantastic masterclass with the great British session bass player, Phil Mulford. He is absolutely crazy about one bass player, and that is Louis Johnson, to the point he's got his own Louis Johnson tribute band called Thunder Thumbs. Now, Louis Johnson was a fantastic session bass player who played on some incredible records that we all know, but most notably he played on 2 albums, one of which was the biggest selling album in the world, both with Michael Jackson, Off the Wall and Thriller. So Phil's masterclass reminded me of how important studying Louis Johnson was to me, particularly with slap bass, because it was him who really showed me that you could play slap bass over rich harmonic chord sequences all over the neck. So today I want to show you 2 things. First is his fantastic groove from the bass line for Strawberry Letter 23 from the Brothers Johnson, and also a very cool exercise which will open up the whole of the neck for playing slap bass. I'll show you how that works in just a second. Before we get going, there's a completely free PDF which comes with this lesson. There's a link in the description below where you can grab your free copy so you can see everything we're talking about today written out in standard notation and a tab. So let me play you the 2-bar chord groove to Strawberry Letter 23, and then I'll take it apart for you. So there's one chord pattern which is going to run through the whole of this lesson, which is super important and the backbone of this groove, and it is this line here on the first beat. So we're in the key of G minor, and what we are doing is we are playing an F a whole step below and then sliding into the G like that, so, and then popping halfway through the beat. So that's the first thing I want you to practice and get down. Now let's move on to the second beat of the bar. So what he does here is he plays another G, and then he plays an octave pop, and then back down to the lower G, like that. So let's put those first 2 beats together. Really simple, really straightforward, but make sure you get that down. Now let's move on. Then he plays that same phrase again right at the beginning of the bar, like so. So slide in from the F to the G to the octave like that. Now what he does here is he plays a G on the 4th beat, then the octave, like that, and then the B flat, and then this slides into the C like that on the first beat of the next bar. So we end up with this. And then the chords change here, and the chords move beat by beat. So we have a C, a D, an E flat major 7, and an F like so. So I'm going to show you how the slap bass line runs through this, because you're going to see this phrase over and over again. And it's so cool and such a fundamental slap bass rudiment. So what I want you to do is go back to the B flat, like so, and slide into the C, play the octave, and then come down and hit the C again like that. So what you effectively end up with is 4 16th notes, and one of them is slid. So this is a phrase. And this phrase works for each of the chords, and it's all based on a G minor scale as well. So this is the first phrase. And then when you go back to this, we slide into the next, which is a D, which is from a C to the D, octave and back down, So this is what it sounds like. And again. Like that. So you'll see in the tab those groupings of 4 notes. Then what we can do is we can take that idea into the E flat. So we're going to this time slide from a half step below from the D to the E flat. Like so. And then to finish the phrase off, we're going to slide from an E flat to the F. And then play the F octave and back down again. And so what you'll see in the tab is you have these 4 note cells that we string together to get this line. All based from sliding from one scalic step below on the first beat or the strong beat of each bar. So let me put the whole groove together with the backing track so you can hear it in action. Guys, I'd love to ask you, if you're enjoying this video, please hit that red subscribe button, which is somewhere around this video, so you can be the first to know when we release a new lesson on the eBassGuitar YouTube channel. So all those years ago, learning this one bass line, specifically this section, made me realize that we can create some incredible exercises which start creating these really rich slap bass lines using scales. So what I want to do is show you how to take this line, that 4 note cell, and put it across a G minor scale, because this is where it gets interesting and a little bit challenging too. So let me show you the G minor scale that we're going to use. It's G Aeolian effectively, or the natural minor. So it is G, A, B flat on the E string there, and then C, D, E flat on the A string, and then we're going to shift forward and catch the F and the G here. So let's take this apart. So to play the first G of the scale, what we're going to do is we're going to slide from one scale step below. So we're going to go forever like that on the G. And then this idea is all about sliding in from one scalic step below. So to play the A, we are going to slide in from the G, like that. And then to play the B flat, we are going to slide in from the A below, like that. So I just want you to play those first 3 steps of the scale. Like so. Then we are going to go on to the next string, which is the C. Then so to the D. Remember, this is always from one scale step below. Like so, to get to the E flat, and then to the F. To get to the F there, and then to the G. So that is the whole of it ascending, and that's relatively straightforward to do. The only slightly challenging thing is the string change. So let me play you the whole of that exercise. Like so. Now, this is where it gets a little bit harder, is coming back. So we're going to start with the G. And then for our target note, which is the F, we need to go back to the E flat to slide into it. And then for the D, the E flat, we need to go from the D. And then from the D, we need to go from the C. And then from the C, we need to go from the B flat. Okay, so let me play that in context. So that is it on the A string, and then we go back over to the E string here, so to catch the B flat. So I'll put all of it together descending now. And that is the whole exercise. So take it apart slowly. I'm going to play it with the drum machine so you can just hear it from beginning to end, up and down. So to wrap up the lesson, I'm gonna have a jam with the backing track now, because that exercise I showed you will give you a ton of ideas how you can break out and embellish the original Strawberry Letter 23 bass line. So this stuff really starts to open up the whole of the fingerboard, which is super exciting for slap bass playing. Anyway, let me show you what it sounds like. So guys, that's the end of today's lesson. Don't forget, if you'd love to win this lovely Roger Sadowski design bass, make sure you click the link in the description below so you can be the first to enter the eBassGuitar giveaway. Also, make sure you grab the free PDF which comes with this lesson so you can see everything written out in standard notation and tab. I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.